What is up, guys? It's your boy Nick Torius, back again with another video. I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to be explaining to you guys how the more confidence you have, the less it really matters what you're wearing, right? So like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. So there's a phrase that's called, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it, right? And I feel like that's universal to basically everything else in life, right? Because in life, it's like, you know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you know, it's who you know, right? Like little things in life, it's just like, you know, it's like not about what you wear, it's about how you're wearing it, right? One of my exes taught me that because she said to me, because she used to always shop at Forever 21, right? And I used to follow suit, and you know, she'd buy me stuff from there, and I would start shopping there, right? And I realized, you know what, Forever 21, they got some alright stuff. So I was buying it, and it was real cheap clothes, right? Because I always thought, because I grew up in sneaker culture, right? I grew up as a sneakerhead, basically, just like buying shoes. Like I bought what I could afford, right? I didn't have that much money, but I tried to buy, like I spent like money on shoes and shit. And that's so funny. Basically, you know, like when you grow up in sneaker culture, you understand it's like, you know, a baby shirt costs $100. Like if you want a chrome heart shirt, that's just like $600. If you want like Louis Vuitton, like Hermes or Gucci or whatever, like that's just what people are wearing now. That's just fucking expensive, right? Like fashion right now, like urban streetwear. When I was growing up, it turned into like this super fashionable thing, right? It's like, oh, you don't have these $500 jeans, you don't have this $500 hat, you don't have these $600 shoes, you don't have these $24,000 shoes, right? Because imagine being in high school, right, and wearing the Air Mags, right? Imagine wearing Air Mags in high school. Imagine how cool you would have been. Like, oh my God, that dude has $12,000 shoes. Like you'll get fucking robbed, on God, right? Like niggas will come for you for real, because that shit just makes you a target, right? But you know, basically what I'm saying is, like, you know, I always grew up thinking like, okay, when it comes to like clothing and stuff, you gotta go all out, you gotta spend a lot of money, you gotta spend a hell of bread. But what I realized is, hold on. Basically what I realized is that you don't have to spend that much money on it, right? Like you can just buy clothes that you like, and you can just rock that, right? My bad, I feel like I forgot something. The ace of spades, you know I'm like loose, Yeah, so, you know, because we see all these fashion designers like Kanye, Big Sean, who else be, like all the rappers, like what they be wearing is that they be wearing all the expensive ass shit, right? Like Offset, Quavo, they be wearing diamonds and like all the crazy expensive like clothes, right? And you know, we all want to be like the rappers, so we're like, oh, we gotta wear that, but they're rich, they can afford that stuff, right? Like what Adam said, I remember in an interview, Adam said, like, you know, Lil Pump is spending like 1% of his money on clothes, and that could be like $100,000 shirt, right? It's like 1% of his money. And you know, if you gotta save for like 10 months to buy one like shoe, you know, you probably can't afford that shoe. You feel me? You're not paying your rent to buy something, then you can't afford it. So, you know, for me, because I honestly, the reason I'm making this video is because I was just watching, like, I was on TikTok, and I like to watch dudes picking up girls on TikTok, right? Because then it helps me with like my approach and shit. But I also see, like, you know, dudes, it's all about your confidence, right? And it's like the older you get, the more you start understanding confidence, and then you can see other people's confidence, right? Like you can see how much confidence other people have, and like how sure of themselves that they are. And you know, like the dudes that be getting the most girls, like honestly, you can't dress like a cuck, right? You cannot dress like a little cuckoo boy that's like, oh yeah, my mom dressed me today, right? You can't dress like that. You can't dress like a nerd, like a weeaboo, right? What is it called? Like a weeaboo? You can't be dressing like those people, right? You gotta dress at least, bro. Like dressing as a dude is so easy. All you gotta do is put on a black tee, put on a white tee, put on some basketball shorts. Not basketball shorts, but like, you know, I don't know, like these shorts are alright. Like shit, like this material. That's what I like to wear, right? You just put on some shoes that are clean and some socks, right? I wear long socks. Today I'm wearing white socks. All right, like today I'm on no swag, right? And I'm wearing my hat every day. I wear the same hat. And you know, honestly, I can get a girl like real easy. Like getting girls is not hard at all. Like even if they reject me, it's not that bad. Because the thing is, confidence is like a little security. It's like a little security blanket, right? It's like a security shield. It shields you. Your confidence shields you against rejection. That's why a lot of times when we get rejected, it hurts. It stings because we don't have no confidence. So we don't have that shield protecting us from the sting of the rejection. So it's like the girl, anything the girl says, anything the girl does, because it's like, I was watching dude talking to the girls, and he's like, hey, am I too short for you? Am I too, you know, too fat for you? Am I too ugly for you? Like, I'm not your type. And it's like, damn, why would you, like, and it's funny because I was a short dude, right? The tall dude who was getting all the girls, he's like, oh, am I your type? Oh, am I tall enough for you? Am I, you know, like his language that he was speaking, he wasn't like using self-defeating. Like you could tell by, I don't know if it was staged or not, but like just watching the videos, you could tell like he was using like self-defeating language, right? And you know, it depends. Like if you have more confidence in the girl, then she'll go with you, right? But come on, man, use a signal. As long as you have more confidence than the girl, then you know she'll most likely choose you, right? But if you don't have, like, if you have less like if she's not confident and you have even less confidence in her, then it's like, my nigga, don't expect to get this girl. Like a lot of times girls will say things like the dude was 6'4", right? Dude's taller than me. I'm a tall ass nigga, right? You gotta always remember, girls just like tall dudes that are taller than them, right? When anything else that they say is much of malarkey, right? Even some girls will date dudes that are as tall as them. Some girls will date dudes just as tall as they are, right? But girls like to lie. Girls like to be like, oh, because I remember she was like, oh, I don't date dudes under 6'8". Like, I remember I had this one girl tell me, right? She asked me, how old are you, right? And I was like, oh, I'm 26. And she's like, oh, I think the oldest I would ever be with is 25. Right? And I already knew that she was just saying that because I said I was 26. And I was like, okay. Because the thing is, I mean, a lot of times girls will literally say that they don't like what you are, right? Like they'll make it clear, like, I don't like you, by saying like, oh, I only like dudes, you know, like saying their preference. Because dude is 6'4". He's above average, right? He's above average. Like, why wouldn't a girl, like the girl was like 4 feet. She was like 4 feet tall. Dude was like 6'4". I'm not even 6'4". A lot of people I know aren't even 6'4". It's hard to find people that tall. Like, they're out there, but it's not easy to find that. And the girl said, I only date dudes 6'8". It's like, damn. You know, like, I could tell she was only saying that just to destroy his confidence, right? To destroy his shield, his weapon. Confidence is like a weapon, right? As well. Confidence is like a weapon to neutralize her shield and her defense. It's like war, right? Like when your confidence is high, how do you gain high confidence? You just gotta tell yourself that you're the best. You gotta tell yourself, I'm just that nigga. And if you're white, I'm just that man. I'm the man. I'm the man. You know? Just if you're like a white guy. But you just gotta say good things to yourself, right? Like I always tell this story. There was a day that I was in high school every single day, and I would see this one girl, and she would always be waiting at the same spot every day. And it took me to the end of the year, like every single day until the end of the motherfucking year, bro. Until the end of the year. It was like 2 days till the end of the year for like 180 days. Because I had perfect attendance, so I would go to school every day. I would just go walk past her every single day. Just walk around the school. Just walk around the school waiting for my mom to pick me up. hoping that she was already there so I didn't have to speak to her, and just walking around, just passing her, just being too scared to approach her. And then finally, and every single day, I will go into my car, but my mom will pick me up, and then I would just be like, damn, you fucking pussy, you fucking suck, you fucking, damn, you can't do shit, and I would just like say these horrible things to myself. And I'd just be like, damn, should I be nice to myself and be like, oh, it's okay, or should I like say bad things to myself because I need to you know, to really so next time this doesn't happen. And what happens is that, you know, like, you got to understand that the things that you tell yourself is what you are, right? Like, you are what you tell yourself. So if you tell yourself like, nah, man, you're still the shit, you're still that nigga, bro. You're still that nigga. You can still pick up girls. You can still like, you can still like, you're not a bad person just because you didn't talk to her, right? Because I would do it every single day. And if I had just talked to myself like that, and I didn't know this, but you got to look in the mirror and say, you are worth something. You are the best. Stop masturbating and then feeling guilty like, oh, I'm so ashamed of you. Like, don't do that. Be like, oh, I'm so grateful for you, bro. Like, that felt real good. Like, thank you for letting your body feel that, right? You gotta say good things to yourself. Stop shaming yourself. Stop guilting yourself. Stop holding on to these heavy ass emotions. Just tell yourself nice things. Like, it's like when you come from toxic households, it's real hard, right? It's real hard to have confidence when you come from a toxic household. You're gonna grow up shy, you're gonna grow up insecure, but just keep telling yourself, I'm worthy of being loved. I'm worthy, I'm enough. I am deserving, right? I deserve this, right? You just tell yourself, I'm good, I'm a good person, I'm handsome, I'm good looking, I'm confident, I'm sexy, I'm a star, right? These are things I tell myself all the time. I can do it, I can do it, I can. That's the only thing you gotta remember, I can. Just tell yourself, I can. That being said, you can like the video, you can subscribe to the Patreon, and you can ask me a question on Instagram at Torius, ask me for interviews, and follow me and ask me a question so I can answer it in a video. That being said, I can catch you guys in the next one. Peace.